All right, so the last video was a recip. This is a scroll compressor, and this one has the diagnosis of not pumping, which is the most fun to cut open to see what we get. So it was a warranty compressor, and the manufacturer decided they didn't want it, so here we go. I'm gonna pull that apart, see what we got. All right, so we got these bolts loosened. 1/8 millimeter, 8 millimeter, 1/8 millimeter, 8 millimeter ratchet. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff inside this compressor. Grit and material all over the place. Because remember, this thing's all sealed up. Oh man, I got pieces falling out every place. Here's the top scroll. Doesn't look too bad. The inside scroll doesn't look bad either. So we do have some wear and copper plating inside this top bearing point. It's hard for you to see in there, but there's definitely some copper plating and wear inside there. It's got some major scoring right inside there that I'm not sure exactly what that is, because I'm no inside of a scroll expert, but we've definitely got some major damage. Here it is. Yeah, because there's the other side of it. Oh wow, there's this whole piece is broken. Interesting, that whole mess is broken there. Yeah, this said compressor not pumping, but I'm gonna bet that we also had a winding burnout there. I'm gonna put the Mager on this and see what we get, because I think this is also a burnout. I don't think it is, I know it is. And so I found these 3 pieces so far, and I was looking in here, and this is a real mess inside of here. And originally I saw that the diagnosis on this was compressor not pumping, but then I got looking into the call notes, and we tested, and it did find acid. So we did the whole acid protocol and all that jazz. So at least that's good, because I was worried at first, like, oh geez, hope we didn't leave a burnout system. Let's look in here. I found another piece that's jammed down in, and I can almost bet you that piece that was jammed down in there with the windings is what caused the motor to then short out. So we had a combination of a compressor with a mechanical failure that led to, I'm sure, all of this mess. As you can look down in here and you can see there's just windings and crunchiness and grossness all inside there. Yucky, dirty oil. And so you can see these pieces used to go around this compressor there, like this. And you can see here where it's scored. At some point this whole thing just broke apart and then started bouncing around in there. And you know, truthfully, you know, regardless of whether or not that caused the initial lockup, when these pieces bounce around in there and get jammed in, then that definitely did cause it to lock up and then burn up. Again, we're not seeing, you know, inside this compressor, inside this scroll, you're not seeing any, you know, major copper plating or anything. Nothing real abnormal. You know, the tips of the scroll are still in place, tip seals. It all looks all right, but at some point, probably most likely due to lubrication, that ring broke, fell down in, and got all crunched up. With these scrolls, there's not a whole lot else to pull off. You can see they're dimpled in the outer shell there, and those dimples hold this whole assembly in, and it's all just pressed in there. But you can look in there enough to see that motor is just toast. And you get the same sort of terminals that you have on a reciprocating compressor right here. Let me get these off. Pretty simple, but you can imagine if these, you know, made a bad connection, or if there was a lot of overheating, these could even melt, and that's what causes the fusite to have terminal venting. That's that. There's our thermal overload in there. We're gonna go ahead and do a cutaway on this later on. We're gonna cut out, you know, the side of it substantially, you know, cut a section out so that way you can see a little more clearly. But you can see here, just to show you the inside of the scrolls here, these 2 scrolls fit into each other. And then you have this orbiting action. So this is the bottom part that's attached to the motor, and it does this sort of orbiting. I don't know if I'm doing that right. Yeah, like that. So it just kind of does this sort of orbiting action, and then that's how it compresses. It draws in through this large port here on the side. That's where it draws in. And then it discharges out through the center. Seals up to the top here. And then that's up and out. And then this is our bypass. So if it goes into bypass, that relief can open and allow hot gas to travel out and then back into the suction side. It kind of unloads it. At least that's my understanding. Again, this is the first scroll that I've fully torn down. I've seen the guts of them before, but this is the first one I've actually taken apart myself. So hopefully that was interesting. I'm Brian with the HVAC School Podcast. Thanks for watching.